Hey, this is Cassidy, and this is my third attempt at this video because I don't know how to work iMovie. Oh well. Anyways, today I'm doing a review on The Forest of Hands and Teeth, which I read from my trusty Kindle, which I love dearly. No, it is not an iPad. It is not an iPad. Everyone thinks it's an iPad. Anyways, I'm Cassidy, I'm 18, I review books. The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. I don't know if you've been paying attention lately, like if you're a big reader like me. If you get on Amazon, it's usually on, The Forest of Hands and Teeth is usually on the little side thing, like recommended or top reads of the day or whatever. It's been recommended by a lot of authors like Cassandra Clare, and most of my friends read it and thought it was really good. So I thought I have to read this. It's a series. I love series. I'm not one of those one book people. I mean, I can, but I generally like to wait for other books to come out. It makes me excited and happy about life. Anyways, so what sold me was my friend told me that it was about zombies. Zombies! I was just like, yeah, zombies, man. I mean, look at our society. We go through so many monsters. We went through werewolves, vampires, hey, Edward, and now we're at zombies. I mean, we got Zombieland, that one show on, is it TNT? Or is it sci-fi? I don't know. I've only seen half a episode. Anyway, so I finally sat down and I read this book. Okay. Pretty much, it's just about this girl named Mary who lives in a village. It's ruled by a religious order called the Sisterhood, and their military force is called the Guardians. Yes, I am reading this from Wikipedia. The village is surrounded by a large chain link fence beyond which lies a seemingly endless zombie-infested forest. Yes, zombies. There are only 3 ways through the fence: 2 gates that open on paths that are themselves enclosed by fencing, and a corral designed for expelling those who've been affected by the zombie plague. Zombies! Where the two paths lead, I can read, no one knows. For the Sisterhood says the village is the only human habitation left on Earth. First of all, what does this sound like to you? Has anyone else seen the movie The Village? Because when I was reading this, I kept thinking of The Village, and I was like, I bet the zombies aren't real. I bet they're just costumes. But that's not the case. So anyway, Mary has been raised on stories passed down from her great-great-great-grandmother about life before the coming of zombies. She is especially fascinated by the ocean and believes if she could reach it, she'd be free of the zombies. I don't know what an ocean would do to protect you from zombies, but hey, that's her logic. She gets her chance when a new fast-moving zombie appears in the woods and leads a major incursion. Did I say that word right? Through the fence. Mary and several friends escape down the path where they discover that their village is but one of many enclosed settlements. That's the summary. Now this is like the actual review. Here's the thing. If I don't know. I figured a book about zombies would be like crazy action packed. Like I was really excited. I'll warn you ahead of time, there's a good like 100 pages of nothing before anything happens. And I mean, I guess important stuff happens. She falls in love with a dude. She tries to become one of the sisters. She sits and prays to him even though she doesn't believe in God anymore because her mom got bitten and turned into a zombie. That sucks. But hey, my mom turned into a zombie. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but then again, this is a review, so I don't think you should be watching this unless you've read it. I don't know. I'll be careful either way, because I love you. It's pretty much just the one problem with the book. It had a really good plot, really good idea. It was actually one of the problems that Incarceron had. Sorry about that. If you've ever read Incarceron, great plot, character development, meh. That's not an okay, that's a 0. And you know what? Character development isn't actually necessary for every story you read, believe it or not. I mean, some people do it for a reason. They kind of want you to develop your own character in your head. They may want you to get more into the series. But me, myself, I don't like that. I don't want to guess what's going through this character's head. I want to know. It makes the story more interesting. It makes it more interactive. I don't know how to explain it, and it makes you relate better. So, I don't know. I felt like the characters were very empty. They didn't really have a lot going for them, but they But they make up for it a little bit later when, like, random things go down, like, big battles and people dying and all sorts of fun, cool stuff. Anyway, for a book that is about zombies, the speed of it is like this. Attack. Another attack. Okay, one more attack. And one more surprise, we're done. Holy slow. Holy slow. If you ever read a book that's so slow that you're just like, okay, I know there's going to be a really good ending, so I just have to keep going. Hi, Aragon. So, I don't know. I liked the book. Don't get me wrong. I would recommend it. If a friend asked me, should I read this book? I'd be sure. I'd say sure. Awesome. Do it. It's a great book. Honestly, though, myself, I might not even read the second book because it's a series. The Dead Tossed Waves is the second one, and The Hollow Dark Places is the third one, but that hasn't come out yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to read the second book. I was so unimpressed by the speed of the first one, and I guess that's just my problem, that I'm not, things have to constantly be happening. I'm a maximum ride girl. I like chapters that are this short, and I like quick. And I know that's bad. It's my fault, personally, but yeah, sorry, back to the review. So it was slow, there was little character development, but it was interesting. It was kind of cool to figure out what these kids were figuring out, like, along the way as they're learning stuff they've been lied to about. I mean, I'm not gonna lie though, you kind of see it coming. Oh wow, 2 random paths, where do you think they lead? Oh, nowhere? Okay, duh. What, the Sisterhood was lying to us about us being the only life that there is? Duh. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's supposed to be a surprise. I don't know if it's supposed to shock you. Didn't shock me. There was a little things in this book that shocked me, but that's okay. It was still really, really good. For instance, the relationship between Mary and what's his name? I don't remember his name. See, that's a there's so little character development that I don't even connect with the characters enough to know their name. Bad. Her romance with this guy is interesting. It's fun to not fun, I'm sorry. It's interesting to follow. It's not annoying romance. It's like complicated. It makes you think. It makes you think, geez, if I were ever in this situation, what would I do? It makes you put yourself in the character's situation, which I think is interesting because, like I said, I like interaction. Anyways, Carrie Ryan has a big surprised finish. Depends on how good you are at reading endings. Me, I wasn't surprised. My other friends were surprised. I got a call and they were like, did you see that coming? And I didn't want to hurt their feelings, so I said no. But in my head, I was like, duh. So, I don't know. It's a great ending. It leaves you kind of hanging. It makes you want to read The Dead Tossed Waves. In fact, the very end of the book is what makes me want to read The Dead Tossed Waves. I don't know if I will. It'll probably be when I have nothing else to do. I won't shove my homework and my social life aside to read it. Okay, my lack of social life. Whatever. I'll have to read it when I have no other option, pretty much. And that sounds like a diss, but I don't mean it that way. I'm fully prepared to give this book a thumbs up because the plotline was interesting. I thought it makes you think a lot about life. If, you were to get taken over, what would you do? Would you rebel? Would you stay on the path of the law? Like, would it make you feel safe? I think about this a lot, mostly because books these days have a ton of total libertarianism themes in them. Like, what if you were taken over by one single government? What would you do? And it makes you think. I mean, I don't really think our world is heading that way. I mean, there's been little bits and pieces, but still. Hunger Games, Matched, Carceron, they all make you think. And this book is no different. So yes, recommended, but very slow. You're just gonna have to wait it out and get to the ending. So that's my review. I'm getting close to the end here. The next review I'm going to do is on Matched by Ali Condi. So stay tuned, tell your friends I exist. Thanks. Leave a comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Thanks.